And the first article I got for you, ladies and gentlemen, Ubisoft is back in the headlines. Once again, at least in my opinion, they're effing up. According to this headline, you'll need a Visa card to grab the latest Ubisoft DLC. Ubisoft has announced that it has entered a 3-year partnership with credit card giant Visa in Europe. For the company's first act as corporate partners, Ubisoft is launching exclusive in-game DLC that is only accessible to Visa card holders in the UK and Europe. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The company that's fresh off of selling off a large portion of their catalog to a conglomerate overseas because they were struggling to stay afloat, aka they needed money. They said, you know what would be a good idea? Let's make it harder for people to purchase our games. In a press release, the company revealed that Visa card holders will get access to a Dance in Just Dance 2025. We're locking content behind credit cards. Now, granted, I think most people do have Visa cards, but still not everybody does. Some people have Amex. Some people got MasterCards. Some people don't got credit cards. What about, especially like, because I would imagine a lot of kids like playing Just Dance. What about the kids who go to GameStop and buy physical copies, or they literally go to GameStop to buy like the gift cards for VC because they don't have a credit card or some shit like that? They're not gonna be able to access the content. This dance is inspired by Kiki Nazareth, a Visa-sponsored soccer player for Barcelona and the Portuguese national team. Wow. This effort is just the first of what the company describes as a series of co-branded marketing promotions throughout Ubisoft's catalog of games. They also stated that select Visa card holders in Europe and the UK can expect Ubisoft Plus promotions, game codes, and other exclusives.
For resubscribing. It's rough out here, so you a real ass nigga for that.
Shout out to Mac No Sauce and Tanley with the sub. Now that makes sense, giving extra perks to Visa card holders, like maybe like a 10% discount or something like that, because you know you build up points on your card and stuff. That makes sense, but locking the content specifically behind a credit card, for me, this is not going to inspire. Imagine going to the store to go pick up the latest Just Dance content.
As a token of my appreciation, here's a bit for you. If you're a person of color and voted for Trump, that's like chickens being for KFC.
Yo, shout out to Jiggle Them Balls with the bits. It's like, imagine just going to the store and you're about to buy the latest Just Dance DLC for your kid because you don't want to put your credit card information on the PlayStation account. And they're like, oh, you pull out an Amex card. You got a black Amex card, by the way. You got a black American Express card. They said, oh, we can't take that. We know by you holding this black American Express card, you are probably part of the 1% of the population that actually holds this because you're fucking rich. We can't take that. It's not a Visa. The partnership comes in the wake of a turbulent year for Ubisoft. The video game publisher has gone through several rounds of layoffs and budget contractions, and some of it, yeah, we get it, struggle. It starts with Just Dance, but you already know if this is successful, which I know maybe nobody in this stream plays Just Dance. It is a very popular franchise. It's a reason they make them every year. Just Dance is Ubisoft's version of Madden or 2K or FIFA or NHL. They make them every year because it's easy to make and it prints money for like the casual audience. And if this sells well with the casual audience, this is a test, by the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and call, hey, all my European viewers, come to the front. You're probably not in the live stream, but when you see this on Hokage highlights later, when it's uploaded, this is a challenge for you guys. Do not accept this shit.
Appreciate
because what you do is probably going to affect the rest of us. If the European audience starts to buy this shit, I can see a world where Assassin's Creed and Far Cry and all their other heavy hitters, like a game like Rainbow Six, full of skins where people are making constant purchases. I can see a world where Rainbow Six comes out and they're like, all right, from now on, if you want the latest skins and DLC packs, you're gonna need a Visa card. Fuck your Amex, fuck your MasterCard, fuck your debit card. Fuck your Venmo, fuck your Zelle, fuck your Cash App,
Someone raids TV.
and fuck your Bitcoin,
Reminds
bitch.
me of that time I raided.
Yo, shout out to Rain King with the sub, appreciate it.
Just for fun.
I do this all the time on the stream. I try to tell people, I try to warn, don't fall. Yeah, fuck your PayPal. I try to warn you. Do not participate. All my bruvs in Tottenham and Birmingham. All my Central C Juniors. The niggas who swore they invented Nike Techs. When really y'all just got the internet, so you think you did. South London, don't fuck it up. That's what I'm gonna say. All the bruvs, don't fuck it up. NFTs failed, so this is next. Right. I just think I find it fucking fascinating that that they're failing and they continue to do this. I also find it fascinating. I forgot to tell y'all guys. I'm starting South of Midnight tonight. I have an extra copy to give away. I forgot to pin it to the top of the chat. I have an extra copy to give it away. So I'm doing a giveaway for it. If you want to enter, all you gotta do is follow me on Instagram. This contest ends next Tuesday. Today is Tuesday the 13th, so it ends next Tuesday. So if you want to enter it, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat. If you're watching on Hokage highlights, it'll be in the description box. If you're watching on YouTube, it should be in the description box. Let's see, enter giveaway. Put it in the chat. Let's see, manually. And I might have an extra code for Doom next week. If I get an extra code, next week I'll give away Doom. I might. I'll see. So if you ain't got Game Pass and you want to try the game out, it's right there. If you're watching on YouTube, it's in the description box. All you gotta do is follow me on Instagram. Hit that page right there. All right, back to what I was talking about though. Yo, shout out to Ambu. You got the PS4 edition.
It's rough out here, so you a real ass nigga for that, my nigga.
All PS4 niggas be quiet. Marvel Rivals is bringing back old Battle Pass content, but the price is going up. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You remember that Battle Pass you bought last season for $5? For your best friend, it might cost more. Later this week, Marvel Rivals developers NetEase will bring back the free-to-play online shooter's very first cosmetic battle pass. However, if you didn't buy it in the first time around, you're now going to have to pay a higher price. And the developer confirmed this is how it will work moving forward for all returning passes. You said digital tariffs? No, I think they see their player base dwindling and they're just trying to find a way to make some extra money. You didn't hear that from me though. Since it launched last year, Marvel Rivals has been a massive hit across console and PC. And since the start, Marvel Rivals has featured a fairly generous battle pass system. Like many other free-to-play games in 2025, you can play the game and earn free rewards during each season as part of the active battle pass or spend some money to unlock a premium version of the pass that offers more rewards. However, unlike most other games, once you buy a pass in Rivals, you're free to unlock its rewards whenever you want. But each pass is only available for a certain amount of time, and if you don't buy it during that window, then you can't go back and get it, which kind of makes people want to buy the pass. Because you know you're going to be able to get a skin that nobody else is going to be able to get. And I like the idea that they allowed people to basically fill out the battle pass at their own pace. But if they're going to constantly cycle battle passes back in, I wonder if this could potentially hurt the sales. Not in the long run, like up front at least. Like maybe people are a little bit more 50-50 about buy. It's going to eliminate, I'm not saying this is bad. It might eliminate the whole FOMO trigger. Because people are like, they're going to bring the battle pass back. I don't really have the money for it now. Maybe I'll get it in a month or two or whatever. They feel invincible now. What? Playing my first playthrough of Mass Effect, had to shoot it. Recheck the official dev note to reconfirm if it's an increase or a decrease. You got the notes to that? Let's see. Marvel. Why would you say that? Why would they lie? You saying Kotaku's a liar? Let's see, patch notes. Leaks are saying Activision is locking certain modes behind the battle pass. They came out and said that wasn't true. Let's see, there's dual shockers. What are they referencing? Do you have the actual article? Because nobody's linking it. Check their Twitter page for the link. Shout out to Spinks with the sub, appreciate it.
There's only one ideology Technology I resubscribed to, and that's Sonic's BBC.
Oh, they got a new Namor skin. They made this nigga black. Not only did they give him a fade, but they made his skin darker. They know what they're doing. Yeah, it's woke now. My man about to drop a mean New Jack Swing album. The skin goes hard. I ain't buying it, but the skin is fire. He got that shit on. He got that shit on. The Puerto Rican Namor. Let's see. Is this it right here? All right, where's once you purchase the battle pass concerning the return of the details and pledge moving forward, the return, so the battle pass will be a special limited time price of $590. There are no free. How much does the that is more, because wasn't it $500, I believe? The Namor from Atlantis, not Atlanta. The Atlanta Namor. I believe that is more, because I believe it was, yeah, so it's 90 more. It's not a crazy increase, but be aware it is there. So it's going to take away from the scarcity and like the rarity of the skins. So I wonder if this is going to affect their long term, because like some people will be like, they're going to cycle it back. I don't want to buy it right now. But yeah, just be aware if you want to buy it when it comes back, it is going to cost a little bit more, but they are going to have the option. I wonder how often they're going to cycle these out. I can see a world where it pisses off the community if like all the rare skins are just constantly available. Did you see the new Doom game? Only has 85 megabytes on the disc. Are you trying to say you're shocked that you had to download a game? Where you been at, bro? Where you been at? That's a lot of modern games now. That's what makes the Switch 2 so anti-consumer, bro. You can go back to the BP right now if you bought BP during the season. So I don't know the BP or the Battle Pass. Not bad. Good day, my fellow blacks and people of color. What up, Loudy? What up? What up? What up? What up? We got some other Switch news. Namor from Washington Heights. Best Buy confirms that select stores, keyword is select, meaning not all, stores will have Switch 2 stock on release nights. Demand for the Switch 2 is sky high, and Nintendo's doing its best to play catch up. People tried their best to pre-order the Switch 2 online, but several websites would not keep up with the demand, resulting in a frustrating experience. I remember back in the day. Yeah, let's get to the news.
Appreciate the bits, my nigga. I'm gonna use every bit of this money to invest in Bitcoin. Eventually, one of these hoes will be bit by hedgehog fever and attempt.
Yo, shout out to Iron Man with the bits. And I appreciate the words too. You've been rocking with me since then. Welcome to the stream. And shout out to Neek with the sub as well. In today's era of gaming, yeah, who cares? For the unlucky gamers who haven't been able to pick up a Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order, you can test your luck at participating Best Buy locations. An email from the retailer says that they will have a limited inventory of the Nintendo Switch 2 systems, games, and accessories. It's unclear if they will have both Nintendo Switch SKUs available. Regardless, it's nice to know. So where's the list at? Like, how do you know what? I feel like I'd imagine this is only going to be major cities. I would not expect this to come to bumfuck Georgia. Best Buy came in clutch. It's going to be a limited supply. I wouldn't get your hopes up. And like I said, I'm pretty sure this is only going to be major cities. Also, another thing you have to take into consideration too, the human element. I remember when I used to buy physical copies of 2K and I would get the $100 edition of it. Like 3 years in a row, UPS stole my shit. Like they knew what day that shit came out. I can see a world where Best Buy employees low-key buy it for themselves, the Switch 2. And then you show up in person to get a stock and thinking it's in stock because the website says it. And they're like, oh, we just sold out. Like the employee is technically going to have first dibs because if the store opens at 9 a.m., and they're there at 7 a.m., trust and believe at 8:59 a.m., soon as it hits 9 o'clock on the dot, that damn scanner gun gonna hit the Switch 2. Oh, guys, we're all sold out. Yo, dumbass waited in line till fucking... And you was up at 3 in the morning waiting in line till 9 a.m. The employee stole it from you. Now you're sitting there like... Yeah, they got the... And then they got the employee discount. So I don't know. Yeah, setting up a tent. You didn't wash your ass. I wouldn't trust this. I wouldn't trust this. Well, physical gaming is dead across all platforms if this is going to be the norm. Unfortunately, and it's crazy too because I feel like physical media has made a strong comeback. People want to own the things, but I feel like unfortunately we've succumbed to the idea of we were so enamored by the convenience of digital products. We didn't see what they were doing behind closed doors. The long-term goal was always to make sure that we didn't own anything, but a lot of us couldn't see it until it's too late. That's why I say support physical media where you can. Button made me drop my phone. Let me know when the Switch 2 OLED edition comes out. I don't care when I get one at this point. It's like, whatever, dude. In non-shocking news, former Call of Duty developer thinks that the franchise has ran out of ideas. Wow. Do you feel like the Call of Duty franchise has gotten stale? If so, you're not the only one, as even the developers who work on it feel the same. Chance Glasgow, one of the original members of Infinity Ward, shared details on his experience as one of the developers who left the Medal of Honor franchise to work on Call of Duty. Glasgow also talks about what he thinks about the Call of Duty franchise right now. The game, The Precinct, is a sleeper hit right now. The Precinct? What is that? Is that you play as a cop? I'm not playing no games about cops. Glasgow commented on the shift of development from Medal of Honor for Electronic Arts to Activision for Call of Duty and gave them the freedom to do things EA wouldn't allow. Glasgow shared, "We knew we could make a really good game. Activision gave us the freedom to do things we couldn't on Medal of Honor, but it was still a new franchise. After we shipped the game, people would ask what I did, and I said I made video games. They'd ask which one, and I'd said Call of Duty, and they'd be like, what's that? It didn't have a big spike in sales right away. It just climbed gradually as the word got out. Multiplayer really hooked people, and over time it became huge. I wouldn't say it peaked at Modern Warfare 2, but that was probably the best game we ever made." Nah, I feel like people forget that era when Call of Duty was actually a really niche thing.
Now I can afford a twist for my life.
Call of Duty went mainstream with the original Modern Warfare. Imagine being a dev actively working on a game and you're like, man, this shit sucks. I say that all the time. Like, these suits want you to pump out the same thing over and over when you have these artists, these genius artists that want to create really dope shit. And a perfect example, but they can't because the publisher is funding the game and they say you need to make X, Y, and Z because we think we know what's best. It's like somebody who uses AI art trying to tell an artist how to fucking draw a comic book or a manga or whatever. It's like, it's not the same fucking thing, bro. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. And it's unfortunate because I think the perfect example of this is Expedition 33. Expedition 33's team is a small team of like 33 developers made up of former Ubisoft employees. They were disgruntled with Ubisoft. They didn't like the direction the company was going, so they made their own little small studio. And look what happens when you allow people to make what the fuck they want to make. They make something that they're inspired by and they love. And it turns out to be one of the best games in a long time, apparently. They come into the meeting pulling statistics about what themes appeal to what demographic and what not. And that's just not how art works. You can't be completely number driven on art. Like, a lot of times art is feelings too. And like, it's hard to feel that out for people who don't understand that. When asked by News 9 how he felt seeing the franchise grow, Glasgow didn't hold back and admitted that while he doesn't play a lot of Call of Duty anymore, he does jump into Warzone from time to time. As for the franchise, Glasgow compared it to the Simpsons TV show in the sense that it's been around so long that it feels like it ran out of ideas. That or like Family Guy. It's almost like the Simpsons. It's been around so long that it feels like they've run out of ideas at times. It kind of has wandered into left field, and I still enjoy playing Warzone. I've spent more time making World War II games than America was actually in World War II. I've been said America has a weird fascination with World War II. I've been said that shit, bro. Let it go, Paw. Let it go. So moving to modern settings felt refreshing. These days, I don't play much outside of Warzone, Glasgow commented. He said that shit is tired. And to be fair, how many shooting games can you make in the realm of Call of Duty? I feel like the best case scenario for Activision is they need to give it a rest. Activate some of their dormant IPs, and then also give their developer, like, when's the last time we got a new Activision game, like a new IP? Activision, make a new fucking IP. Activate some of those dorm prototype. Are we being for real? When did that come out? Like 2011? Prototype, release date, game, Sekiro? Yeah, but Sekiro, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. When I say Activision, I mean their in-house teams. Prototype might actually be. Sekiro was published by Activision, but that is 100% From Software's idea. That's From Software's baby. They just paid the bill for it. I'm talking about in-house shit that they make, like Tony Hawk or no, they don't. I think they just published Spyro. Crash, Guitar Hero. Don't do that. Y'all giving Activision way too much credit talking about some Sekiro. Get the fuck out of here. Prototype 1 was so good. They should bring this franchise back. Make a new IP, bro. I think the best case scenario, if they want to continue to milk Call of Duty, just let us miss it. Like, go to every other year, maybe every other like every 3 years. The annual release thing needs to go, and this applies to everything. Fucking 2K, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty. Make some new games. Expedition 33 has proven people want new games. South of Midnight has proven people want new games. Everything don't need to be a goddamn sequel. Transformers and Prototype. Oh, they did publish Transformers. That was a good game. The Spark of Ultron series, or whatever that shit was. War on Cybertron. That was a good series. It gets burnt out. I miss the era of the trilogy and then move on. The trilogy move 3 games, we move on. These motherfuckers have gotten so high with the numbering of the games, they don't even number the games anymore, which is another psychological trick. Y'all know that, right? Instead of calling it Call of Duty 4, they'll call it Call of Duty The Fall of America. Because subconsciously, when people see very large numbers like 7, it turns them off, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, it's a cash grab."
Parents were followed in crime alleys.
But you know what doesn't make people think of something as a cash grab? Instead of calling it Assassin's Creed 20, you call it Assassin's Creed Shadows. You see what I'm saying? A little psychological trick, in case you didn't know. What else I got for you? Take a fucking break, Activision. Take a fucking break. Speaking of who's not taking a break, Fallout has been renewed for Season 3 already with Amazon. Season 2 has not came out yet. Season 2, not only has it not came out, we're still a ways out. It doesn't come out till December. And it's been renewed for Season 3. I hope Season 2 is as good as Season 1, and I hope they're not getting ahead of themselves. You see Ubisoft got 9 Assassin's Creed games in development? Where you read that at? What the fuck? I know there's Assassin's Creed Jade coming, the mobile game. Assassin's Creed Hex, which is like that witchcraft shit. I don't know what else is coming though. I think there's one in like the ancient Aztecs, like Mexico or some shit. Oh yeah, the Black Flag remake. It might be 1,000. What's this article you linked? Here's a sneak peek of the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes video game. Where's the sneak peek at? The studio has given an update to the game along with a sneak peek of the Snake Eyes character model. We are hard at work on our game centered on Snake Eyes, the legendary ninja commando from G.I. Joe, and we wanted to share a glimpse of the awesome work our team is doing. Here's a peek. What do you want me? Who linked this? What do you want me to do with this? Look at this picture of this nigga's arm. Oh, what the fuck do you want me to do with this shit, bro? Oh shit. I truly believe the majority of new shows shouldn't be more than like 2 seasons. Man, I miss the era when like new sitcoms was coming out all the time. Let's see. What else I got for ya? Oh yeah, so that got renewed for season 3. I'm not like a super G.I. Joe fan. I'm gonna try to get into G.I. Joe with the Energon universe. There's a new comic book coming out tomorrow. It had a picture of a Transformer and a G.I. Joe on the cover. They're like combining the universes. So I'm gonna try to get into the Energon shit. I'm gonna probably cop number 1 if I find it in the store. But yeah, I've never really read G.I. Joe. I was never really into G.I. Joe. Was always a meme to me. Like, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Where's the G.I. hose? All right, buddy. Caitlin Ritter will officially return as Jessica Jones in Daredevil Born Again Season 2. That's how the movies are going to. You think the movies are going to go to the Energon universe app, so it's actually worth picking up and collecting that shit? The Combine is at the end of the recent Transformed movie. Oh, so they teased it? I didn't watch the last Transformers movie. You talking about the one that everybody said was really good? The animated one, I think. GI was teased. Oh, I gotta watch that shit. Okay, so if I see it in the store tomorrow, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna start collecting that then. Y'all reminded me I need to watch that. I forgot about that fucking movie. Nah, the Beast Wars joint. Oh, I did see the Beast Wars one. I walked out midway in the movie. That movie's ass. I thought y'all were talking about the animated one that came out like a year ago. Ethos kept saying it was like the best movie of the year. The trailers didn't sell it. I'm not watching that Beast Wars shit. I watch that shit on YouTube. I'm not watching that. That movie sucks.